People who had hallucinations. What was the creepiest thing you have seen? I regularly had hallucinations before I got on my antipsychotics. Still get some today, but they're nowhere near as vivid as they used to be. I saw a lot of tall, pale humanoid figures with no facial features. Scared me shitless when I read the Slenderman creepypasta. Also saw plenty of nondescript shadows. One time I saw one near my pantry looking like it was sorting through the food. That actually made me less afraid since I imagined it was just grabbing a Snackle Mayo. My tactile hallucinations were the worst. I would feel itchy all over or felt like bugs were crawling over my skin. My auditory ones were the less frightening ones. I'd usually just hear voices that were too quiet to understand. It felt like I was hearing someone else's conversation in passing. I've been on my meds for 4-ish years now and I am doing so much better. I still see or hear the occasional thing, but overall I do not hallucinate anymore. Me and the demon boy at 2 AM trying to find some of that SHREDDEDCHESE. The scariest thing I saw was I was biking to a friend's house around the corner from my house. I felt something behind me and looked, and there was this pitch black humanoid figure riding on the back of my bike. I crashed the bike. Freaking rude hallucination. Mayo freaking rude got me to snort. I get sleep paralysis quite often. Scariest one was when I was 11. I was sleeping on my back with my head to the side looking at my wall. I woke up looking at myself in the big mirror on the wall. Mirror me was staring back, but he wasn't paralyzed and looked like he wanted to kill me. I have bipolar, and before I was diagnosed medicated I had auditory and visual hallucinations, also known as psychotic symptoms. The auditory ones included someone screaming my name, the sentence "Big Brother is watching" over and over, and a male voice screaming. The visual ones I had were freaking scary. I woke up and saw my arm covered in spiders which didn't go away when I swatted them. And I saw the guy in thick brimmed glasses and a hat looking back at me from inside my black TV screen. Hopefully I don't come across as too crazy to you all. I thankfully haven't had any serious symptoms in about 6 months. Antipsychotic and mood stabilizing medication is a godsend because hallucinations are no joke. I saw a dude with a girl walking in front of me. Girl was normal, so was he, except the part in which he has a black rotating void instead of a head. I once had this dream where I was in the middle of a fancy party but everyone else there was static as if the time has stopped. The most interesting part about it was that everyone had a rotating void instead of a head. Really dope dream tbh. The creepiest thing I've seen while hallucinating when I was maybe 14 or 15 I had seen a tall lanky silhouette at the bottom of my stairs. Its head was facing up to me but I couldn't see any facial features. It reached out with one of its arms up to me, but before anything else happened I closed my eyes and stood there for about 5 minutes, maybe 10. I opened my eyes and poof, it's gone. I don't know if you'd class that as creepy though. Search SCP-096. Basically what you described. So I was tripping on acid, and anyone who has tripped on acid knows that hallucinations aren't always visual. They can be sensory, auditory, etc. Anyway, I beat my meat whilst trying to contemplate the concept of pornography and how it plays a role in the universe. When I nutted I felt my thoughts leave my brain and shoot out of my dong. Like my actual thoughts. They was lost forever. At first I read that as photography and I was thinking how true that is. Like the photos of the monks immolating themselves and that awful napalm photo that definitely helped swing public opinion and helped end the Vietnam War. Or those Dorothy Lange Dust Bowl photos. Then I realized you said porno, not photo. Never mind. My creepiest was an auditory hallucination after taking too much Benadryl. Every few minutes I would hear my mom yelling my name along with bursts of a man laughing. Was crazy scary. Had to put the TV on and wait the 4-6 hours it took to wear off. I had some visual hallucinations when I took too much Benadryl one night. I locked myself in the bathroom and stared at millions of tiny spiders crawling all over my shower for a few hours. I've only hallucinated once. I was a bit sleep deprived and driving home from work at 3 AM. As I came over the hill crest, I saw the guy run out to the middle of the road from the brush on the side. He stopped right in front of me and started waving his arms, begging me to stop. I slammed on my brakes so I wouldn't hit him. When I looked back up, he was gone. I had to pull over and catch my breath after that one. I had something similar but less frightful happen to me. I hadn't slept in 3 days, new third shift job and full-time student, and was driving home from work. I looked out the window to my left and saw a huge 10 feet tall man riding an ATV down the road. I didn't think much of it for a moment, but then realized how stupid it was for me to be driving and so sleep deprived. Promptly quit that job. Not quite a hallucination, but more so a very vivid dream when partially awake. In this half-awake asleep state my tongue fell off and a green substance oozed out of it. When I woke all the way up my mouth tasted of blood. I'm guessing I bit my tongue in my sleep and the thoughts followed. Something very similar happened to me but with my hand. When I woke up my hand was completely numb because I had been sleeping on it. Freaked me out because I thought I lost it for real. My only experience with hallucinations was due to a rare side effect of some antidepressants I was taking during a stay in a psych ward. Due to depressions, was trying to watch a soccer game together with the rest of the patients that wanted to, but some guy that I didn't know was blocking my view of the TV. Tried to ask the guy to move but the remaining patients told me there was no one there. I freaked out and went to tell the nurse on duty, who informed me that it was a known side effect of the medication and that she'd talk to the doctor in the morning to put me on something different. She offered to give me something to help me sleep, but once I knew what was going on and that it wasn't a sign of me actually going insane, I told her no thanks. I want to watch the soccer game. Went back to the TV room and the dang dude was still there, wearing an MIT hoodie. I'm German, BTW, and I only vaguely know what MIT is, but I must have seen someone wearing that hoodie somewhere before and my memory dredged it up, because I was able to find similar ones on the internet after, and sunglasses and shuffling a deck of cards. I asked another patient to trade seats with me after that so the idiot wasn't standing in the way and tried to ignore him, and once the soccer game was over he was gone. In hindsight, I thought it was rather amusing, but in the state of mind I was in back then it wasn't. That's freaking wild. What a specific hallucination. I took some acid, which I later found out wasn't acid, and hallucinated that I died. Throughout the trip, I knew it was laced. I was mostly unresponsive, and mom came in to see my catatonic. She called an ambulance and held me in my bed while I convulsed. EMT arrived. I could see the emergency lights shining through my house, could hear my mom crying and screaming. After many hours of looping, I watched the EMTs put the defibrillator on my chest and zap me a few times before I ultimately died. I woke up the next morning to my mom making pancakes downstairs. There were no ambulances, no dying. My mom didn't even know I was home. Pro tip: buy a freaking test kit. This sounds absolutely absurd, holy frick. I've tripped a good amount but never tested it beforehand. This post just changed all of that. One time me and a couple of my friends smoked some weed that some dickhead put PCP in. The first full-on trip I noticed was sitting down beside my friend and was on my iPad. At the same time my friend had the same iPad and was doing the exact things I was doing on the iPad. Next thing I notice he stands up and I see him get pushed into the couch like some weird animation from a ghost movie or something just swept off his feet into the couch. Next thing I can remember is running around my friend's cow farm for a good while. My friends, who didn't smoke the weed, finally got us back inside. When we got back inside I kept hearing my friends talking to me even though they were not talking. My friend also ended up full on stomping on my head as a joke and I felt absolutely nothing. My friend on the other hand said he saw the devil and a weird demonic girl sitting in the corner, which I thought was creepy. Anyways, that's why I buy legal weed now, mayo. Also have done acid, saw how energy moved and worked, saw the connections between plants and the world. Honestly, it was one of the most beautiful experiences I have had. Well then, I guess acid's on my to-do list now. I had sleep paralysis as a teen. Now I know how to control it so I'm not bothered anymore. I saw and heard plenty of stuff, but I remembered once I saw something that scared me so bad I didn't sleep for 2 days afterwards. I was afraid of falling asleep. It was an old lady, dressed as in 18th century, all in black with a veil on. She wouldn't move when I looked at her but would come closer and closer when I was blinking. At some point she was right next to me but would not do anything. She would just stare at me. It was really scary because I saw every detail, lace, wrinkle, hair, I could hear her breath and feel her presence. To give you an idea, she looked like the old lady from Insidious, but less evil and more detailed. Still gives me the chills when I think about it. It's pretty tame, but when I woke up in the middle of the night recently, I clearly saw a huge spider gliding down from my light from the ceiling. I switched the light on rapidly and saw nothing. I even searched the floor and under the bed until I was fully awake and realized I had just been seeing things. Dude, I literally saw the same thing once, but it was a neon green spider crawling towards me. I was in an old mansion in Chicago as a young child. There was an interactive play in the basement with Disney characters, but I suddenly needed to go to the bathroom, so 7 or 8-year-old me left to go upstairs. Huge mansion but narrow staircases. You wouldn't even be able to stretch out even one of your arms to the side. But I was walking up the stairs when I suddenly saw a lady in a white wedding dress at the top of the staircase. It was the type of wedding dress they wore in the olden days, and I guessed that she was just a part of the activities downstairs, so I smooshed myself against the wall so she would be able to walk down. She stood at the top of the staircase until she suddenly jolted forward and fell down the entire staircase. It kinda seems like she was pushed now that I think about it. But when she reached the bottom of the staircase, she laid there motionless with her head in a weird angle. Now knowing that she probs broke her neck, child me panicked and ran upstairs so I wouldn't get blamed for whatever just happened. When I came back, she was gone. I eventually forgot about it, but then once I was at camp and I was talking to some friends about paranormal activity. My friend then started to tell a story about how she saw a woman in a wedding dress fall down a staircase and die in the exact same place I saw it in. So maybe it was a hallucination, or maybe ghosts are real. Shrug. My friend then started to tell a story about how she saw a woman in a wedding dress fall down a staircase and die in the exact same place I saw it in. I'm not one to believe in paranormal stuff, but that is way too much of a freaking coincidence. Obligatory not be, but my best friend suffers from bipolar. During a particularly bad depressive episode, she began to hallucinate. She saw herself, except taller, with fangs and claws, in the kitchen of her house. She lived alone at the time, and had the certainty that other her was going to eat her. She decided to go to sleep and hope it would go away, and the other she followed her and stared at her all through the night. That's absolutely terrifying. Christ. When I was about 14, met a girl and we were texting as you do until the early hours of the morning. We would stay up talking and messaging until around 3/4 am most nights. Get 2 hours sleep, then go to school the following day wondering why we felt like crap. Young Lovey. After doing this for about 3 or 4 days, it started to have a major effect on my health, and one of the side effects were hallucinations. I was coming home from school one evening on the bus when I dropped off to sleep, only to be awoken by a Native American with just a tiki mask on. Nothing else. I live in the UK, so this may make it even trippier. This man kept saying he was going to sacrifice me to his gods and that I had to follow him to an altar so I could please him before the ceremony began. He kept thrusting his spear at me as you would to hurry something along. I genuinely thought it was real, and although the whole thing was probably over in a matter of seconds, I started to freak the frick out. The driver had to pull over to calm me down, and only then did I start to realize I was tripping from too little sleep. Luckily the bus was empty as I was one of the last people to get off, so didn't have the crap ripped out of me at school for it. I was pretty shook up for a few days after, and even now 13 years later when I think about it, I still freak out a bit. Simply because the mind is so powerful it can make you believe anything is real if it isn't functioning correctly. TLDR. Stayed up for days talking to a girl, got sleep deprivation, thought a Native American wanted to sacrifice me and do stuff. That's fascinating. Really interesting what stimuli our brains throw together, given that tiki masks are from New Zealand and aren't Native American, lol. I did ayahuasca and saw reptilian people who told me I was one of few people to travel to their dimension and that humanity was in danger of destroying itself. Drugs are trippy. That's a pretty freaking detailed hallucination. I had a breakdown a few years ago, and 2 of the worst I have had happened during that time. So usually when it happens, it's shadow people type stuff or flickers of eyes starting at me from pictures. It gets more intense when stressed and or tired. So one time I kept seeing a scruffy man in a black leather jacket stalking me and hiding in illogical places. For some reason I didn't think much of it until I saw the vision in my closet very suddenly staring past me. When I looked back it was gone. Scared the crap out of me. Also saw the same figure sitting alone in the living room in the middle of the night. The only light in the house at the time was light cast from a street lamp outside through the windows. The other one was when I thought the house was on fire. I was watching videos on my phone in my bedroom. Ironically, the channel on YouTube was called Dan Is Not On Fire. In the blink of an eye things went from it is a nice sunny day today to holy frick the house is on fire. I yanked out the earbuds, tossing the phone on my bed, and bolted out of the building. I could see smoke and the light cast on the wall from flames. Every smoke detector was screeching. I threw the front door open and leaped out. It felt like I fell but never hit the ground, then things were abruptly calm. Everything was quiet compared to what I had witnessed. Seconds later one of my housemates casually walked out with laundry, further perplexing me. I asked him if he saw anything odd while he was in the house and he said no. I walked back inside and everything was normal. One of the other people I lived with had some family over in the living room for tea even. I went to go see a doctor later that day and was told it was caused by stress. It was by far the worst hallucination I have had so far. Sure, giant spiders and melting faces are unsettling, but the more realistic ones are the ones that scare me the most. One time, I haven't slept for more than 72 hours, was in math class. In hindsight it wasn't that creepy, but I saw a few bottles of ketchup dancing in front of me. I was showering whilst on mushrooms and I saw a bucket that was under my sink sort of jump forward as if it was being kicked. I had to laugh at how much it scared me. It literally jumped and muttered a sound that sounded a bit like a bulbul. Hallucinations aren't so much as seeing things that are 100% not there. They are more augmentations of reality. I don't take shrooms or anything like that, but when I don't get enough sleep I sometimes see the fake tiger head on my wall lunge out at me, mouth open to bite my neck. Blink and it's back to normal. It feels a bit like the primal fear part of my brain goes predator 2 o'clock, never mind false alarm, as a sort of mental break check to stay aware of my surroundings. I once saw a centipede the size of my forearm skittering into a pine knot right above my bed. Pretty sure it was sleep deprivation. Depending on where you live, this could be real. Centipedes do get that big. I tried DMT once and was told by friends who had done it before me to pretty much not to stop inhaling until I couldn't. So I did that and ended up standing in a field, then a large Aztec temple raised in front of me. At the top of this temple was a figure dressed in all black. Think the Red Skull from Infinity War without the face. He looked down at me and said everything is gonna be alright. Everything is gonna be okay, he said his about 5 times. I didn't think much of it until I went back to school for my junior year of college and had the worst year of my life. I was severely depressed and had bad anxiety, which led me to dropping out. I got home and didn't have a job or anything and was worried about the future. Then I found a job with an awesome company and a promising future. At first it was terrifying, but I believe this is what the man at the top of the temple meant. Have had sleep paralysis for over a decade. Either the gory hands and arms reaching through the ceiling and walls at me, or the old man in a rocking chair opposite my bed explaining how he hung himself is probably the creepiest, scariest experiences I've ever had. Imagine being completely paralyzed and waking up to this crap. Really bad reaction to Benadryl while watching TV. I'm not sure if it was mixed with sleep paralysis as it was effectively the same thing. At some point, I woke up in my chair facing the TV, but couldn't move, and the things on the TV started talking to me. People, but also animals, cars, you name it. And they said they wanted to hurt me but not kill me, just watch me suffer. Then I remember them reaching out of the TV to get me. It was terrifying. I don't know how long it lasted, but I remember it as an eternity. It bothered me for the entire next day. When I woke up, I couldn't shake it from my mind. A scary, ugly woman peeking from around a curtain and a troll on the kitchen countertop. I had the coffee pot in hand and was going to try to kill them both. My wife stopped me. This was during a 3-week vodka binge. I had a nasty fever due to food poisoning as a kid, and it looked and felt like my fingers were shrinking. I was found in the bathroom by my mum, washing my hands over and over like Lady Macbeth and panicking. She got me some Calpol, and the hallucination went away. She and my GP found it hilarious afterward. but it looked and felt so real that it was distressing as heck to me. And this is why I have never, and will never, try hallucinogenic drugs. I knew a guy who took salvia and just started absolutely losing it. The only comprehensive thing we could understand was red train, like he was trying to grab onto something. He thought he was falling off a red train and was grabbing onto things. Then randomly talking to some other guy in a group and people were talking about drugs. One guy pipes in, "I took salvia once. What was it like? I don't freaking remember anything. Except for a red train. So that was weird. Does salvia just make people hallucinate about red trains?" I was in hospital on 72-hour psych hold. I saw my then 1-year-old son in the ward and freaked out. Throughout my whole stay I was hearing his laugh and my family's voices. I was convinced they were having secret meetings with the staff about me and keeping my son from me. I was wandering around with my ear to walls and trying to see through privacy windows. I got restrained more than once because I was getting so frustrated that I couldn't find my baby. I get night terrors whenever I have a fever, decently often, and whenever I have them, I see things like people, just standing there, as if they're lifelike mannequins. I see and, in my delusion, feel weights multiplying on my chest or water filling up beside my bed. To clarify, I can't move during night terrors but usually don't because the hallucinations are so terrifying, and or can't because I'm convinced that I can't. Had a high fever as a child. I was laying on my bed blankly staring out the bay window and saw a black panther jump through the window and crouch on the floor as if preparing to pounce. I stared at it, total deer in the headlights, like it was a tree and it would see me if I didn't move or something, and then it jumped at me. I closed my eyes before it landed on me but swore I could feel the weight and its teeth and claws on me. Then my mom came on and was shaking me. She said I was screaming bloody murder and kept screaming for at least 5 minutes after she got in the room. I once saw Hitler, as tall as my bedroom door, standing beside the door and staring at me with anger. Another night, while studying, I put my head down on the table for a bit. I felt something warm and furry, like a cat's body brush against my leg. We don't have any pets so that freaked me a lot. When I looked, there was nothing. One time I attended a Nicki Minaj concert, and when I sobered up I just in a parking lot, watching a homeless guy screaming at some pigeons. Sounds like regular homeless guy for me. I once had a pretty significant fever, and while waiting for someone to come over with Tylenol, I woke up to a lion sitting on the end of my bed. A giant, gorgeous maned, MGM style lion just sitting on his haunches watching me. When I was in high school I had, pretty sure, swine flu. I found out later that I'd been running a fever of 106 off and on. I was not very lucid for most of the illness, but towards the beginning of it I remember lying in bed seeing a circle of dark hooded figures standing around my bed, like the Nazgul from Lord of the Rings. Totally freaked me out. There's this man who follows me around sometimes. He's all dark and creepy, but he's not a big intimidating guy. He's short and thin and hunched over, just walking behind me at a distance. I didn't realize nobody else could see him until I was older. Luckily I have friends who understand my situation and they don't panic when I say I can see him. That really helps. If you are new to the channel, you can subscribe. I publish new videos every day. Until then, check another video. Bye for now.